Hi, Gemini. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless singles love reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit for what's next in love for you. We have some evidence today. We are going to use some letters and numbers. We also have some charms. We're going to get some charm messages. We have some love messages. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, stay with me. Welcome to anyone that's new to my channel. This will be a channeled message. I am a psychic medium. We will be calling in our spirit guides. I'm a professional life and love coach, and I hope you enjoy your guidance. If you enjoy your guidance, please consider hitting that subscribe button before I forget to ask you politely. And welcome back to all my Geminis. Welcome, welcome. Let's get some clues on this table. The first thing that I want to do, actually, I'm jumping ahead of myself because what I want to do today is I want to start right out of the gate with some letters, evidence, just so that we have them in front of us. I've been doing this in my reading. If you enjoy this, let me know. It seems to be connecting to people, and it helps. So I have the number 2, could be February. I have O, could be 20 years. Okay. I have 2 H's. They were kind of stuck together. So 2 H's. I have 2 D's, 3 D's, actually. They're stuck together also. Okay. 3 D's. D's are important. I have the letter E. I have an A. I have a Z. Number 6. Part of me feels like I want to say 26 also. 2026. It could be age differences. It could be the 20th of the month, 26th of the month. I don't know. I have the letter I. I have a B. I have 2 B's. 2 B's. So we'll put those together. 2 B's. So anytime we have 2 of anything, that's always a little bit more important. I have a U. I have a Q. I have an F. We'll put that over here. And I have another O. Okay. I don't know if these are O's or zeros. Okay. But I'm assuming they're O's. Okay. They could be zeros, like 20, right? So, or they could be the letter O. I don't know in these little numbers and letters what's what, but you know what? Either way works for me. All right, let's get some clues. Let's get going. Spirit, what do you have for my Gemini singles? Who's coming into their energy? What do you want us to know about this person? Male or female energy, doesn't matter. We're just going to ask Spirit for energy. Who is coming? Use my readings as a manifestation tool to attract the love that you want into your life. What we think about, we bring towards us. So if you're single and you're looking, you can just use this as a tool just to kind of get your head in the game with Spirit, bring me this love, own it, claim it, all those good things. Let's see, your inner child, taking care of your inner child. Okay, maybe you're being asked to feed your inner child, care for your inner child. Having the courage, look, it's like taking a risk, right? Like having the courage to risk it all. Maybe Spirit's asking you to step outside of your comfort zone, maybe date somebody you wouldn't normally date, and you're being guided. Okay, so here's some numbers down here also. Let's grab those, 10, 29, 52, and 68. So those could have some numbers or some significance to somebody out there also. They kind of were hidden on the bottom of that card. Spirit, what do you have for us? What is this new love that you have for us? What do you want us to know about them? Any messages you have? I have a Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. Beautiful. I have a Page. Oh, this is a Page of Cups, and then this is a Knight of Wands. Okay, that's my Page. Okay, and then that's my Knight. I see it now, Knight of Wands. And then I have a Fool, right? I have a Magician. I have a Magician. Okay, she's hiding behind her mask. Okay. All right, so the Page and the Knight, right? The sense of charging forward with passion. a new beginning is how this pentacle came into me. Okay. Now the magician behind that mask is a little bit of a stepping out of your comfort zone, or maybe it's not somebody that you would normally date. But at the bottom of the deck is telling me a 10 of Pentacles. Like, here's my merry-go-round, right? Like, is this person somebody that is willing, I'm willing to take a risk on in hopes to almost a sense of a ride of my life, in a good way. I don't want to say in a bad way. Okay. I want to say in a good way. Like, if I take a risk on this person, it may open me up to a future that I just wasn't ever. And I have a 4 of Wands. Okay. And a 4 of Wands. Okay. That's a celebration. A ride of my life. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I mean, sometimes we have a tendency, I'm not saying all of you, but some of you have a tendency to keep dating the same types of people. Like, you may think that you want an alpha male or an alpha female, and then you are always kind of wondering why that person you're in a conflict with. Like, there's a control issue, or there's a boundary issue, or there's an ego issue. Maybe Spirit's asking you to date somebody that you wouldn't normally date, or it's a personality type that you wouldn't normally look at, but there's something obviously you're attracted to. For once, date the nice guy, date the nice girl. Okay. Date the person who's kind and caring and loving, and like, everything else starts to fall into place, is kind of how I feel. Like, take the risk on the unknown a little bit. So this person's going to be a little bit mysterious to you, because I don't think they're going to be anything like anyone you've ever dated. And maybe that's a good thing, because if what you've done in the past hasn't worked, this is going to be the one that works, right? So I think they're pushing you. They're opening you up. It's a journey. It's an adventure. This person's not in your wheelhouse normally. There's something going on here. Time is putting you guys together for a reason. Divine timing, action. Maybe they're a little bit more aggressive than what you're used to. Maybe they are coming after you or chasing you, or making it very obvious that they're attracted to you. Idea. They get an idea in their head. That's how that came into me. They got an idea in their head that they want you in their life. It's that kind of, I've got my eye on you, and you know what? I can't get you out of my mind even. Something like that could be going on with this person. Let's keep going, because I'm kind of curious as to why Spirit is sharing with me there's such a difference. It's a true love. It's an honest connection. They're going to literally hand you their heart, is how that came into me. Literally be very open with their heart. Maybe you've been with relationships where they had a tendency to guard their heart more, and this person's like right out there. They're not holding anything back. They are constantly thinking about you. They are letting you know how they feel. Like, they are right out there, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you're moving too fast. And they're like, I don't care. I have feelings for you, and I'm not gonna deny the feelings. A dating queen, opportunity dates, abundance. Like, I don't know. I feel like with the presents and the flowers and the maybe they're constantly asking you out. When can I see you again? Maybe they're giving you little gifts every time they see you. Maybe they are, and again, it may be, I've never had anybody be this generous before, but something about it, might get nervous. Like, they're just too into me. If there's such a thing, like, you're just too into me. Like, slow down. It's okay. So that's okay. They think you're beautiful. They adore you. I like the word adore. They adore you, and they don't want you to get away. All right. So a little bit of a, proving themselves to you, a little bit of a, you're what I want, and I'm going to keep showing you that you're what I want. So, you can put in the category of chasing, I guess. But I like the word adore. Spirit, what am I going to love about this person? What am I going to love about this person? Assuming that they don't come on too strong. I don't want somebody that comes on too strong, because then that kind of scares me. It's a sense of like, like, why are you so, just slow down. It's okay. They're faithful. They're faithful. They're going to be faithful to you. I love that. They're experienced. They've dated. Part of me feels like they've dated they've definitely dated other people. I mean, that would be foolish to think that they haven't. So when you come into their energy, because they have experiences with how they feel about other people, and they feel so different about you, maybe they're not acting themselves either. Like maybe they've never gone like crazy over somebody before. Maybe it wasn't normally in their routine or wheelhouse to show up with flowers on a date, but now they feel like they want to do those things with you. So maybe this is new to them too. Like I've just never felt this way before either. So that is how people fall in love. People fall in love with the experience with somebody that is different than what they've ever experienced with anybody else. That is why people fall in love. Okay. It's like there's something about you that is different. And that is why they're going to fall in love with you. It's blossoming, it's blooming. This is also coming into me as springtime. Okay. That blooming. Very sensual. Okay. Maybe they're very affectionate. Maybe they're a very sensual lover. Maybe they're a very romantic lover, something like that. That's gorgeous. Abundance of love, infinite love. I can't give you enough. All of those feelings are coming into me. That's gorgeous. They're going to be in love with you. I'm not going to say in love. I'm going to say head over heels. I think that they adore you, and I think they're head over heels. And almost to the point where they think that they're going to blow it because they're acting so goofy. They're acting like just this crazy lovesick puppy. And, they're afraid they're probably going to blow it. They're very kind. They're very kind. They may be musical. Okay. Maybe there's something about them, like you like the music they listen to, or maybe that's the first thing that you guys start talking about. Maybe one of the first dates you guys go on is something that has some kind of live music, or, you'll never forget the music playing in the background, something like that. Imaginative. Okay. So they're creative, they're imaginative. Part of me feels like these little presents, little gifts that they're showing up with that they've never done for anybody else. It's very in tune to something specific for you. It's not like, every time they've ever gone on a first date, they've brought, certain flowers. I feel like they go out of their way to find out like what's your flower. Okay. Like you love, you mentioned in a phone conversation that you love, yellow roses. Well, they don't show up with red roses. They show up with the yellow roses, so it's like they are very in tune to things that you say. And then it's almost the sense of they pleasantly surprise you in the future with, you had mentioned to me that, you liked this restaurant, or you had mentioned to me that these were, that this is your favorite drink when we go to a bar. So when you head into the ladies' room, they order you your favorite drink, and they already know already, so it's, I don't know. I just feel like they're very in tune. I'm going to say it that way. Let's see. I have stand your ground. Okay. If they're coming on a little too strong, I feel like you might put boundaries on them and just say, hey, I love seeing you. I want to be with you, but I've got to take care of some other responsibilities. So I don't think that they're normally this aggressive. I really don't. I think they're almost embarrassed with that they want to see you all the time, or talk to you all the time, or they can't get enough of you. So I think that it's just because of you. Sweet. Good news is coming. Look at that beautiful heart. Okay. So good news is coming. A time to get it done. It's time. It's time for this love to come in, is how I feel. Open your heart. Let the person who you don't normally date in. maybe this is the kind of person who does turn you off. Like they were way too romantic. They were way too into me. Like, okay, so that's a bad thing that somebody's into you. Like, I don't know. Like, let this person love you. Let this person adore you. Like take it. I mean, it's beautiful. Take a deep breath. You've got this. Like you want this. You've been looking for this. Stories. What do you believe? Like this kiss and tell is coming into me. This kind of kiss and tell. Like I do feel like they're very honest. I think you can absolutely trust their stories. I think you can absolutely trust like what they told you has happened in past relationships or what they've been through or what they're looking for through 11:11 on the clock while I'm recording this. So we've got an awakening happening also. That's gorgeous. I have a moon. I have a high priestess. I have a death card. I have a page of swords. I'm curious about you. I'm open. This is a new beginning for either one of you or both of you. The sense of, I don't know about this person, like you may be saying they're more into me than I'm into them. Like that happens sometimes too. I guess we just have to see what your feelings are over time. Each person gets to a place in their heart at a different time. Okay. Sometimes it takes you longer to get there, and sometimes it takes them longer to get there. But I want you to more or less follow your own sense of, my gut is telling me to keep hanging in there, to keep spending time with this person, to not walk away, to not let fears interfere. To trust, that this person is trying their hardest to build a relationship with me, that they genuinely want to be with me. They genuinely want to spend time with me. And you are attracted to this person, no doubt in my mind. I have a King of Cups. So there's lots of, I could see myself being with this person. I could see myself falling in love with this person, but maybe it's taking you a little bit longer to get there than it took them. Okay. And then sometimes that's a little bit of a, I don't know, right? I don't know. I'm going to say that you need to just give this person a chance. Okay. This particular person, sometimes they're people's first impression or second impression, because they're so nervous, is not the best. And then you start to see them over the third or fourth or fifth time you see them, and you're like, oh, all of a sudden the true personality comes out, and you're like, oh my God, this is a really great person. I'm loving this person for these reasons. So sometimes we have to give them time to get over that nervousness, get over shyness, get over, that they're stressed out. They don't want to blow it, Spirit just said, like on those first dates. So if the first date doesn't go as perfect and you're like, well, I don't know, I think he was more into me than I was into him, energy, give them a second chance, give them time to shine. Okay. That is how I feel, because this could be the love of your life, and we don't want to push them away. All right. We don't want to push this away because they fell head over heels with you and they were very obvious about it right from the beginning. They could be an Aquarius. They complete you, a complete puzzle piece. Maybe there's a part of them you say, I like all of these pieces of the puzzle. Like, I just need you to calm down. I just need you to slow down, something like that. But this person ultimately is going to complete you. I love that. You might meet through a friend. Okay, maybe they're a little bit aggressive with talking to the friends, saying, what's their deal? Are they available? Are they talking about me? Are they asking about me? Are they, so maybe there's a lot of that kind of aggression going on behind the scenes that you're like, oh boy, this person's really into me. I'm not sure. I have Taurus. And I have a Libra. We'll get some other signs. I know the charms have some signs also. So those are all nice Those are all good. And I have Sagittarius. So we got lots of signs. Part of me feel I have summertime. I had that blooming flowers and now I have summertime. So maybe we start dating casually, you know, like heading into the spring. And maybe by the summer, we've really given this relationship a chance, you know, a chance to grow, a chance to understand each other, get to know each other. And then we really start to have feelings for each other. So I think this is not somebody you would normally date. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to think that this is probably somebody that you're just really grateful at the end of the day that you did give them a chance, because they're the best thing that ever happened to you, you know. But your first response might have been like, this is all too much for me. Like, you're too much. Love potion, love attraction, sexual arousal, a little bit of a poison, like a little bit of a guarding off for them, right? Like you are saying to yourself, like, you know, like, whoa, you know, like slow down, right? Calm down. Maybe they're very, they're coming on too strong. They're coming on too strong. Okay. So it's your job just to slow them down. Say, I am interested in you, but just cool it. Just, you're going to be okay. I have a chocolate cake. Celebrations, love, and remarks. So I see that as a wedding cake, but I also see it as maybe more specifically chocolate. You know, anything chocolate could be their favorite thing. You know, like, I just love anything chocolate. Like, they're just kind of a chocolate junkie, something like that. I have reassurance, feeling safe and happy in this relationship. Happy, right? Happy is what we're going for. I want to feel safe. I don't want to push you too fast. I don't want to push you too hard. I want to go at a, like, you know, a normal pace. But I have a feeling that this person just is a little bit overwhelmed with you and just so excited to have met you that they really don't want you to get away, or they don't want you to change your mind, you know, that they, you know, for somebody else. Faceless, searching for your own identity. Maybe you're having a hard time. You want it all, you know, you want to be in a relationship, you are looking for love, but at the same time, maybe you have a great life the way it is right now. You know, maybe you love being single, you are self-sufficient, you're independent. And when you meet that new person, you're kind of like, do I have to give up all of that to be in a relationship? So some people, male or female, hold back before they jump in, because they just want to make sure that it's what they really want. It's what they really want. So I do feel like you want it, but maybe you want to take your time, you know, like there's a part of you that says, I'm okay with it going slow too. You know, let's get some clues. Let's see what the clues are saying. Just remember, you guys are going to be on your own. I have this beautiful big bowl with my magic scoop. You guys are going to go at your own pace. Every relationship has their own kind of timeline, right? There's no perfect timeline. You're going to go at whatever pace this is meant to go at. So if you need to go a little slower, you just tell your person, hey, I really want to spend some time with you, but I'd like to go a little slower. And that's okay too. This person wants to treat you like a queen. This jumped right out at me. Look at this. It's not even just one. It's like two. And that's not a bad thing. This person wants to treat you like a queen. And I feel like that's what they do. I feel like either whether it's these little gifts, these little gestures, spoiling you, something like that. I have artistic. Okay, so that's more like an appreciation of art. Part of me feels like maybe some of you are artistic or have some actual talent in that area. And maybe they really enjoy looking at your artwork. You know, maybe they're really like kind of impressed with how talented you are. That's kind of how that's coming into me. I have a letter A. I have this like fashion, you know, beauty here. She's all dressed up. So I feel like I'm getting dressed up and I'm going out. I feel like I'm getting dressed up to go on dates. I'm either going to events. Maybe I'm going to a wedding with them, you know, something like that. That's nice. I'm all dressed up. I have the letter K, A, K. I have another F. We had an F earlier too, right? Yeah, we had an F over here. And then I have the number 9, could be September is important, could be 9 days, 9 weeks. And I do have a little baby girl, but part of me feels like it's the inner child in you. We had that sense of the inner child, taking care of my inner child, that I just want to make sure I'm not jumping into anything. I'm not jumping into a relationship too fast. I want to take it slow. I want it to be right this time. Like all of those types of feelings are coming into me. And those are all good feelings. Those are all smart feelings. That just tells me that you have a good head on your shoulders and you're ready for a healthy, happy relationship. So that's all okay. So their inner child is saying, you know, like, I want to make sure this is going to be right for me. So those are good things. Queen of Pentacles, you're secure. You're not rushing into anything. I got it. Knight of Pentacles, but you guys are going to be an equal match. Okay. Maybe you guys make a great team as far as your careers are very similar. Your earning potential is very similar. Maybe your combined income in the future would be wonderful. You'd have a wonderful lifestyle as far as the material world goes. Okay. So sometimes that's important, you know, that you want to be in alignment with somebody who is at least your equal and that you guys can work together to have a nice future. I don't want to be disappointed again. I don't want to, you know, be hurt again. I don't want to be disappointed. I don't think your person wants to disappoint you either with those 2 crowns. I think they want to, you know, treat you like a queen. Like, I just want to make you happy. Ace of Pentacles. I think there's going to be a moment in the very near future that you feel like this person is truly the 10 of Cups, bottom of my deck, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, that this person truly is the person that I am meant to be with. And it's almost this sense of panic happening. Like, I almost pushed this person away. Like, oh my God, I almost pushed them away in the beginning, you know? So don't push them away. I'm going to forewarn you, you know, like, don't make the mistake and push the right one away. Okay. You want to give this person time to really shine and to really just kind of calm down and go at whatever pace you want this connection to go at. That's okay. Let's see what they're feeling. I never felt this way before. That's why they're acting all weird. You know, that's why they're acting, you know, like they're just too much sometimes. I loved you from the moment I saw you. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Okay. You may be doing some catch up. You may be like, well, let me get to know you better. You know, I don't know what my feelings are yet, you know, so I'm afraid to get hurt. I'm healing some old wounds. Okay, that's true. That's true for many of us. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to jump all in and then get hurt, right? So I'm falling deeply in love with you. That I know. This person isn't going to hold back. This person is not going to hold back their feelings. They're going to let you know. I love everything about you inside and out. They're going to be very attentive, we had said, right? They're going to be very, you know, creative with listening to things that you mention and then somehow, you know, showing you in their actions that they had been listening, you know, like that, you know, you just have to mention once that you like a certain restaurant and then that is the restaurant they make plans to take you, you know, like, so it's just like they're very attentive. I love that. The moon, letting go of some fears. Okay. Trusting your intuition too. All right. 2 of Cups. You know, I loved you from the moment I saw you. That impression I had early on of there's something about you that was different. This person has had other relationships. Okay. This person has, you know, has experience. But there's something about you that intrigued them, that they just saw something in you that they hadn't seen in anybody else. So if this person has been acting goofy and acting like, you know, like a crazy person, and, you feel like they're really, really chasing you. They're really, really, trying to prove to you that they want to win you over. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. You have the ability to set boundaries. You have the ability to slow them down, as long as they know you're interested. Two of Pentacles. They want you to choose them. That's what this is all about. Okay. I don't know. They don't want to be hurt, as the Five of Pentacles just came in, but they don't want to be hurt. I think they're going to fall in love with you very quickly. Like, here's this immediate passion with this page. Like, they're love struck. I mean, how can I say it any other way? They're love struck. So I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a day that you look back on this connection and you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, I almost pushed them away. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to push them away. I want you to push through the craziness in the beginning and slow them down to whatever pace it makes you happy. And then fall in love with this person, because I think this is the best thing that's ever happened to you. I think they're going to be head over heels in love with you. So we are going to put this out into the universe, and we are going to ask Spirit to bring this to you soon. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.